Hello everyone, we're back. Let's go. More Clair Obscur, I'm so ready. And I've changed the camera ever so slightly just to make it a little taller so that you can see a little bit more of me and crop the sides in a little bit so hopefully it doesn't interfere too much with the game interface here. But we are once again back at camp with our expeditioners. If you didn't catch the last stream, major spoilers ahoy, because we are now Verso. Who knows a little bit more about what's going on here than some of the other folks. I think we've done everything we can at camp as far as talking to people, because we haven't progressed the story since our last camp. So I think we can probably just head off. Oh, but we can write in Gustav's journal. Oh, I have not been able to do this yet. Let's do that real quick. Don't boo this man down, we don't know. Oh, my hell's doing this now. Ah. She spent some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She tries to write, but is overcome with emotion. She cannot find the words. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Mael heads back. So no mournful for those who come after at this point. Right. Let's quickly check that there isn't something else that we haven't missed. I think these two are still just going to be... yeah, staring off into the distance. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, great. Well, glad we did that, because I would miss that otherwise. So, as the loading screen tips say, SGA can now help us navigate impenetrable terrain. We ended the stream here on the dark shores, where the expedition landed, having left Lumiere. I'm actually really curious if we can somehow get back to Lumiere. But it looks like a lot of this around the outside is all blocked off. But there might be like a sea route that way, so maybe we can return to Lumiere in future. Who knows? Either way, no idea how we were supposed to have landed here if Lumiere is there. But whatever, we'll figure that out as we go. There's a few places that I would like to go back to. I want to see if we can do something in this yellow forest over here, because that seems to be where CL said that she originally ended up before being taken to the Gestural Village. So we're going to do a little bit of swimming around here. I will also potentially stop to see if there's any other, like, optional enemies to fight and things like that. But all of this is seemingly the body of an enormous creature right here. Along with all these rocks and stuff.
Let us get wet.
You said it, bud. We may end up coming back here at some stage to explore what else is around, but there is a... Wait a second. What is that? There's a ghost there. Hold on. Can I get up on the shore here at all? Can I get over this? Or is that a way out? Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. There's clearly something there. But which part of this is the beach? Is it here? How can I get over there? Because it seemed like there was a little... There's a floaty ghost over there. Curious. But we can't get there yet.
Let us get wet.
So we fought the optional Burgeon boss that was here. I want to roam around a little bit more. There are obviously a few other massive creatures here on the map that I'm not interested in tangling with quite yet. We've explored this, but what's up in here? This, I think, is just next to Flying Waters. Yeah, okay, cool. There's another beach there that we could potentially visit. That's just north of the Gestural Village. Okay. We've chatted to this guy already. There's a couple of Gestrals on some of these beaches who are just selling outfits and stuff. So yeah, there's this. This looks like another Gestral merchant, but I don't think we've been here yet. What do you have? Jume Liba. Trade. Find a missing expeditioner to unlock this item in the shop. So unless that means that was stuff for Gustav that we've now missed, there's at least one other party member whom we don't have yet. Which is exciting for me. I was kind of hoping there would be a few more characters in this game, especially since we've just lost one of them. There's also this. Oh!
Bergier, Expedition 62. Eugène beat the rest of us to 100 kills. But I'm still 3 shy. I might need to do some solo hunting if I'm going to even up the score. Oh, I can hear a big Nev coming. They count for double. If I kill it quick, I can boost my score.
Interesting. Okay. So they had a bit of a competition going on here. And this is where the chromatic brûlure was. Oh, I also missed there's an item here.
Useful.
Which is just more chroma. That's cool. So yeah, we haven't been here yet. Yellow Harvest. Harvest? What is this? Wonder if it'll be a person or a gestural. Yeah, really interesting thought. Okay, 68. Oh, and there's a lantern, kind of like the one Jar had. I wonder if we can salvage anything from that and bring it back for him. Because we haven't been back to see Jar, but we do not have any resin yet either. But I can't, like, shoot this or anything. No, okay, cool. There's an armchair right there. Oh, hello. Just, kneeling there, I guess. Is there anything else in this environment? Or is this something we come back to or something? Can't see anything else we're supposed to do here. Oh no, there's a climb there. I missed the handholds.
Wow.
Oh.
That Nevron is the size of a mountain.
Oh.
Is it eating the mountain?
That's, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, there's a grapple here, so we can just drop off the other side of this. Never on the size of a mountain, huh? Oh, and there are other creatures here, it looks like. Also need to figure out the marching order here. I think we'll stick with Verso. I want to try and get Lune's whole deal figured out. I think maybe we'll need to upgrade one of her weapons. I feel like she's, like, doing low damage right now, but obviously has all of the elements. And so I wonder if there's some stuff that we can do with the elements that we're not already doing. That's a gestural, though. And there's this figure on a chair who's all covered in, like, stuff. Am I the only one seeing this? And everyone that's not hostile, all it does is eat the landscape around it. I mean, I guess. I hope that's not the big Nevron that the guy from the 68 was talking, or the 62 was talking about. There's more of these, like, webbed up people, but they're all white this time, not covered in blood or anything. Don't see anything else that I can, like, collect around here, though. So there aren't really any, like, items or anything. We'll just press on, but I am occasionally diverted by the environment here, just in case there's anything fun for us to collect. Especially any expedition logs that mention this creature. Ah. These look like your regular Nevrons. Hello. I think we've encountered one of these already in a an overworld fight with a Burgeon, I'm pretty sure.
Here we go.
flow.
So pretty easily damaged. So the thing I want to start doing here is generating stains
Ice, shut.
and then using the skills which consume stains later. It's showing me Spark as the gold ability here, which I presume means these things are vulnerable to fire.
Flames on me.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Watch out, my Al.
Okay. Forgot the parrying was a thing, never mind. And there's just there's just a sword there. The game forgot to render my L in for a second. Cool. Okay, so those things are weak to fire. Good to know. Lune is going to be quite useful here, I suppose. Since she has a fire skill, we'll just end up using that. But yeah, the thing with Lune's stains is that the abilities get more powerful if they can consume stains of a different element. So it's actually beneficial for us to start with an Ice Lance and then follow it up with a fire skill. But I don't think I have fire skills with... Yeah, Verso's more physical, so...
Target
I guess we'll just mark this central one.
Feel the burn.
Nice, and then... yeah, I think we'll finish off this one.
On me.
Bring it on.
Not really up on my
I'll do
timing
it.
right now. There we go. And she has a fire element
That's
weapon,
filth.
so her base damage is probably going to do a fair bit. Huge. Alright. We're pretty consistently doing damage cap with my L, which really makes me want to find something that allows me to break the damage cap, presuming that I can do that. I've heard that the damage you get later on in this game is into, like, the billions or whatever, so... yeah, it's really just a matter of finding when that happens, but I presume that's on the story path, so right now we're either going to be at the right level for this sort of challenge and be absolutely outclassing everything if we can break the damage cap, or we're going to be severely outmatched ourselves, one expects. Let's see how this goes. Oh, these are different
come apart.
looking.
Here we go.
Let's just try a physical attack. Yeah, still does pretty decent damage with physical.
Watch out.
Interesting, okay. Alright, Verso. Get up over the ledge, old man. Okay, we've got a grapple point here. Hopefully that takes us around to the left. You alright there, big lad? I do like the ticking sound, which I literally didn't notice until the last stream, but it is kind of like you've been clocked. It's seen you. Oh, quick strike, low physical damage, one hit gives more perfection at D rank. Okay, that gets me straight up to B. Alright, that's cool. I'm actually going to Ice Lance one of these, since this fight is going to take us more than just a couple of rounds. And then we'll spark the middle one for max damage.
Oh well.
Oh, the third hit got me. I was expecting only two. Alright, Verso's getting beat up today, apparently. big.
Didn't really need it.
Feel the burn. Ready to evade.
Yeah, that's the one I was expecting. Sparking Stanceless is still going to do a fair bit. Do we have marking shots? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. And from that, I forget he has perfect recovery. We could have used that instead of the item. Never mind. Can I get up to C rank? No, I guess not. Okay, fair. And this is what I wanted. More color of Lumina. Lovely. So there are a couple of different directions up that way, I think. Ah, 68 flag through here. So this is... not entirely sure what's back there, but this is the way you make progress. So we will double back briefly, head up that grapple point and see if there's anything else we can do up there. Oh, wait a second. This is another one that's like Jar. Interesting. Ah, there's a...
An advantage.
888 chroma. Right, so now we can head this way. Surprised emotion. Beautiful environment. Look at this. And these are more creatures like what Jar is. But obviously we fought a few of the identical Neverons before this. Looks like we can climb back up these ledges, so... yeah, this one is probably just going to want to fight us now, huh? Yes, pot friends in chat.
You're outmatched.
Yeah, so this is a Jar. Oh, and there's the pot ones as well, like the one that was in the Burgeon fight last time. Well, we probably want to take those out, but I think they're flyers, so they are naturally going to be more weak against shots like that. Right, yeah, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, weak to ice, good to know. And... didn't get to mark it. Oh wait, no, we still have 5 AP. Let's keep trying. Nope, no marks. Never mind. Per se probably kills it anyway. Ooh, almost. Tanky. Oh, interesting. Okay. So look for 4 hits from Jar performs a combo.
From fire.
Ready to strike.
Nice. So maybe we'll get some resin from fighting these guys, or maybe it'll be in this environment somewhere and we can take it back to the Jar who's in the first area. The first, like, talking Neveron that we found. Anything about this statue? Can we examine this at all? No, I guess not. This piece of land does just kind of head up towards it, though, so I was curious. I don't see anywhere else this direction that we can get anything. But, oh wait, no, hang on. It does go further than I thought down here. Okay, and once again, there's an item up there on a ledge, so we've got to find the way around. There are certainly fewer places where there's an item just, like, slightly off the path now. I'm noticing. Can I get up this? This doesn't really look like platforming territory to me. The game gives you a lot of the environment that it can explore, but how much you're actually intended to explore is never entirely clear to me yet.
Ready to strike.
Alright, so first of all, we shoot you a lot. And then, yeah, I guess we just have to go in with a physical attack. Next, we continue to shoot you. And then we shoot this one. Can't set up anything, so...
I'm ready.
It's weak to ice and fire, huh? Okay. Take this one out. This should do.
Flames on me.
Nice. Hugo, thank you for the 22. Alright, everyone's leveled up. We got some more polished chroma catalysts. We really need to upgrade Lune's weapon next, I think. I think we're going to stick with fire, even though it would be good to just level up all of her weapons and swap them around if we need to, just to make sure that she's doing the type of elemental damage that benefits us in any given area. I'm just not used to upgrading, like... well, bodies of Neverons. I'm not used to upgrading multiple weapons for a character in a game where resources are kind of scarce, you know? See, can we get up this at all? Does it? No. Doesn't seem to be a jumping issue. There is this that is obviously illuminated in ways that suggest maybe we go up this. And there's a grapple point there. Okay, cool. I just can't see a way to get around to that ledge over there. There's a couple of jars over there, and it looks like there's an exit there. Fully expecting there to be a mime somewhere here. I did look it up briefly, and it doesn't seem like there was a mime in the Stonewave Cliffs level that we left last time. I was half expecting there to be a mime costume for Verso, but then I realized we leave that area before Verso actually formally joins the group, so... This really feels like we're traveling in a direction I expected us to take much later. Either way, let's upgrade some stuff. Definitely want to keep leveling Lune's agility, but I would also like her to deal more damage. Because folks like Verso are already dealing a lot of damage. And, yeah, I think we want speed for them. CL is already a high enough level. We're kind of catching Lune up here. We can get Elemental Trick now, and I think that's a really interesting one, because the critical hits generate the corresponding stain. If we level her luck, then we can get all 4 stains for abilities like Mayhem, which consume 4 stains to use. So I actually like the sound of that. Plus, if stuff is weak to a lot of elements, it can be pretty useful. We were going to move Mael towards either of these sides, so I'm not going to worry too much about Egid yet. That's really if you want to tank with Mael. And Last Chance is an interesting one. Refilling all of your AP and switching to Virtuose. Especially if you have that ability on that increases your attack power when you're at low health. Like, that's a really cool one. Provided that you're good at parrying with Mael or dodging. Presuming she gets attacked anyway. What the heck? Oh no. 59.
59er. Disgusting. Law's an idiot. I can't believe she convinced everyone to eat the Nevron. They've been puking for the past few hours. Great. Well, we can't move on with so many people sick. I told her it was a bad idea. Hopefully they'll feel better with some mushroom broth to settle their stomachs.
Oh no. Somebody's invented Nevron Stroganoff. That guy came from the Geordie side of Paris. And yeah, these look like the mushrooms growing in Esquier's cave, which explains why everybody is now dead. Also, yes, the fact that they've been trying to eat the Nevrons and the Gestrels are like, we don't eat the Nevrons, and yeah, it's all very funny. This environment is huge. I keep finding places that I need to go back to and stuff. There's so much going on here. Oh. Oh no. I think it's seen me. Oh, something else has seen me instead. Hello, who are you? Oh, it's a drippy one. There are a bunch of these dead around the Gestrel village. Glaze.
I'm ready.
Coming.
Okay, cool. You attack in a way I was not expecting and is actually kind of distracting. Well, for a start, we're breaking rules,
Down my shields.
which is huge. And then we immediately revive Lune.
I won't lose again.
Alright, cool. So you're Earth Element, huh? Definitely weak to fire, which is lovely.
Get ready.
I'll do it.
Oh well.
Interesting. The parry on that is quite difficult to time.
Let's push forward.
It's preparing a powerful blow. Well, interestingly enough, so am I.
Parry it.
Interesting.
Let's dance.
So barely any audio cue on that. Let's try again. His name is Clay in French. Well, that makes sense. So bad at parrying this guy right now. Let's go again. Yeah, our goal here is still not where we are right now, but... we're still incredibly worried that the big lad was going to attack us.
Watch out.
Nice, okay, we parried one of those. You've really got to, like, time it in a way I did not expect. Let's go powerful this time. And then immolation for the burn.
Parry it.
Yeah, that's really a rhythm game. That's huge rhythm game element there. It's burning, so we can Swift Stride. And then, I guess we'll pop 2 off. And then we'll get a marking shot in for Mael.
Target marked.
Brace yourselves.
Huge. Heck yeah. Alright, Lune has so much fire that she can dish out here, and then... oh yeah, Immolation only costs 1, so we can just keep shooting until this.
Blades sharp.
Nice, good fight. Energizing attack, plus 1 AP on base attack. Nice. Also, Plenum,
We lay the trail.
which I'm pretty sure is a... That's going to be like an Earth Element sword for Mael, right? Oh, Ice Element, huh. On turn if stanceless, switch to defensive. That's really cool, though. And in defensive stance doubles break damage. Support skills cost 1 less AP. Obviously, Medallum is her best weapon. Like, she's doubling burn in Virtuose, which is huge, and then burn deals double damage while she's in Virtuose stance, which is wild because that's... When she's in that stance, an effect on a different character, like an effect on the enemy, is going to deal more. That's, like, nuts. You've hit 2 million burn damage, it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I'm still looking for stuff that breaks damage limit, but, wait, it seems like we can leave this way? Okay, I need to go back and explore more of this area, just because I genuinely don't know what else is here. But this is really cool for an optional area, I'm pretty sure, because... Because we were supposed to be going through... Unless this is the quarry to the north he was talking about. I'm actually kind of confused about whether or not this is where we were supposed to go or not. Because it indicated a place across the sea before. But it's not like there's story stuff happening here as such. So this is theoretically a place we could have come with Gustav and everybody. Curious where this leads is all. Oh, we can bridge this to the rest of the map then. Nice. So we can get back up here. Because when he was talking about the quarry to the north, it's this. So, like... This is just optional area on the main continent that we could have explored earlier. Let's go to camp real quick. Because I want to upgrade Lune's weapons. We can rest, obviously, as well. But let's go talk to the curator. So, lighter room we definitely want to upgrade. Because then 20% increased fire damage is huge. We also have this one, which already is level 10. Healing skills and applying... consuming a light stain applies slow to a random enemy. Plus it's Ice Element, which is cool. This is Ice Element as well, but that's the one that Ice skills cost less. And it does increase damage. So it's basically the Ice equivalent of Lighter Rim. This one is the Lightning equivalent. Which I feel like we should upgrade anyway, just because Lightning is an element we will use, but... This one's random stain on free aim, plus 1 AP when stains are consumed. Base attack generates 2 random stains. That's huge on level 20, but obviously level 20 is... The abilities are kind of broken anyway. Free aim shots dealing damage to an additional random target is also nuts if you're a gunner. I think we'll upgrade this one. Just get it up to level 9 so it's doing max damage before the jump to level 10. And we'll also probably start putting points into this. I also need to know what... Like, Verso right now is using his own weapon, but could be using this. He has 50% increased base attack damage and 50% increased damage on rank D, but no damage increase on other ranks. And that's what I'm curious about. Is like... even though his leveling system, he's supposed to do more damage as he ranks up anyway. But does this expect you to stay at rank D so that you can keep doing any damage increase? It doesn't, like, debuff the other ranks. It just doesn't buff them. Right? That's the thing that's confusing me right now. Is like, you get 50% increased damage on rank D, but ranks C, B, A, and S still do increased damage. They just don't have 50% increased damage from using this weapon. When it says no damage increase on other ranks, I assume that's not just like, hey, stay at rank D or you're screwed. But then 50% base increased attack damage is like still a pretty good level 10 ability, so I don't know. It feels like we haven't really got to the point where any of these weapons have, like, downsides. When hit, lose 1 perfection instead of 1 rank. That's really good on account of it being, like, perfection is a meter that builds. And so it can take, like, 4 or 5 perfection to attain the next rank, and so... if you get hit, it just kind of scales you down slower. Applying Rush on rank S is huge, but we rarely get to rank S if we're not fighting a boss. Rank can't be lower than C is also nice, but then he has some D rank, like, skills. See, no damage increase from rank. That just means you get to the skills you want to use. And the skills deal more damage because you're using them. I don't know. I think maybe we'll switch him to using Abyss Ram. And see if it notably changes. I also kind of like the fact that his versions are all like backhanded blades like this. They're kind of dagger styled. Even though they are the same weapons that Gustav was using, theoretically. We also have some color of Luminous, so I want to make sure I distribute some of that to everybody. Let's get everybody up to 40. And now this is fully upgraded, and those two will get an upgrade at some stage.
Mon ami.
Like I said.
Okay, this is the same dialogue we had last time.
Always.
Yeah, we haven't really progressed story, so yeah, they're still quiet. I assume Lune is still saying the same thing. Nothing else new. Let's quickly rest at the flag. Just to make sure everyone's back up to normal health. We get our items back, and I should get in the habit of starting to put music on, because we got the records from various locations now. I should also be on the lookout for any of the lost gestrels, because I imagine there are a few of those here and there. Are we... oh, and we're through the mountain with the giant mountain-eating Nevron above it, so we're not continuing to climb towards that as like an end enemy or something. What's this then, huh? Lost Woods. Oh, so this is just one of the Resident Evil fixed landscape places, which you can't really run around super well, I've noticed.
Nice.
Aline's Glass House. Who's Aline? Somebody else we don't know about. Alright, bye. Yeah, it does feel very Zelda, having a location called Lost Woods. Okay, so we have this, which is just the location there. Where is the... there's a secondary location here. Can we go through this area somehow? I don't think we can we? We can't go through here on Esquier or something. He, like, breaks all of the trees down. Because there's a bit up here that is clearly not Lost Woods.
Acceleration! I am speed!
I have such incredible deja vu right now. That's so weird.
I am speed!
Because that leads back through to where we were before. That's the back side of the Yellow Harvest. This is... This is Lost Woods. And then north of here, there's something else that we can't get to yet.
I am speed!
So I guess we're just not meant to until later? Something that's a reason to return. Okay, let's go back to Yellow Harvest then, and let's try and explore some of the areas that I didn't get to. We can probably fast travel back to Flags. Because there's going to be a couple of things off the beaten path here. We've been through the boss. And the main thing we got from that was an Ice Element sword from Mael. The trees look like candy floss. They do a little bit. Oh no, I'm about to fall down a hole. Can I fall down the hole? Oh. Should I have fallen down the hole? Next question. Hot air balloon. Wait a minute. Are they making this? Hello? These are clearly Nevrons, but they're not attacking, so I'm like, what are you doing, though? This is the part of video games that I struggle with slightly sometimes, is the notion that we have to attack these things, even though they aren't harming us right now. It's like the only way we have of interacting with these things is to attack them. They're clearly just building a hot air balloon. Let them be.
Well, that will help.
Okay, that answers the question of where that path to that item was. Go on then, I'll bite. Fight me, hot air balloon crew. Okay. Blight. Mael is the best. Verso is alright too, I guess. Okay, we are not giving up on the fact that Mael has this available.
My turn.
But we are going to revive Lune because I would like to have 3 party members, thanks.
I won't waste this.
Nice. Good counter. Okay, so the one in the middle is the one that has the health bar then, huh?
Lune, watch out!
Okay, so now we learn what Blight is. Reduces max health. Each instance reduces max health by 10%. Okay, yikes. But also... Okay.
Ice shatter.
On guard.
We're still in Virtuoso stance. We have 4 AP, so maybe we can try and shoot this thing to market? Guess not. Okay, fair enough. Per se it is. Huge. And Verso can at least kill that one on the right. What do we have skill-wise? Okay, yeah, Perfect Break is going to have to be used later. Let's do a couple more shots. There we go. And then... Dang it, I hit the wrong target. Never mind. Missed the parry on that last one. Ouch, okay.
Careful now.
Let's push forward.
Not my finest hour, but we do what we can.
Blades sharpened.
Careful, Verso.
Nice. Okay, that counter's not too bad. That's actually pretty easy. It gives you a pretty strong lead into that. So we can at least take out this one then. Nice.
Verso, dodge.
Cool. Decent damage.
Careful now.
Shout out to Lune with the counter. Okay.
Grace.
So now we can Swift Stride this because it has burn stacked on it. Where do we go from here? Slow you?
Ice shatter.
Let's carve a path.
And then... Ooh, Perfect Break is appealing. I don't know if it's going to break yet, though. Let's try it.
Break.
Okay, that one had a separate break bar, I guess. Ow! No, 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 no.
Oh well.
Yeah, anticipated those a little too heavily. We have skill for Rebirth, but that's not going to make sense
thanks.
now. Ouch. Okay, are you still burning? No, guess not. Alright.
Ready to strike.
You are now, I guess. Perfect recovery.
Really need it.
Careful, Mael.
There we go. Just needed to be patient with the parries.
Lune, watch out.
Easy money. Swift Stride on you.
Fire.
Not looking good.
Right. Let's fire off 2 shots. And then Healing Lights. Okay, that works.
Verso.
Easy. Oh, that's priming it for breaking next round. Which we don't have the ability to quite yet, but let's try and take out this guy. Nice. Okay. Time to take it up a notch. Huge.
burn.
Ice stain's helping a little bit there.
Target marked.
Prime it for the counter. Easy. Good fight. Huge XP. Nice. And a lot of polished chroma catalysts and another weapon for Lune. So that's another chromatic fight down. I assume the chromatic is just the way they kind of glow then? I was hoping for a little bit more information about what they're doing here other than just creating hot air balloons in the ground, but you know. That was a cool optional fight. So that's another lightning element weapon. Casting a skill increases the skill damage of all other elements by 20%. Resets when casting skill of a previous element, so cycling through them, hence the cogs. On turn start, if no stains, 2 random stains are generated, plus 1 AP when stains are consumed. Cool, that's a fun weapon. Just gonna get a quick heal on everyone. Obviously all the jars in this environment will have respawned, but I didn't go right at the beginning here. Evidently going left was the direction we were meant to go, so I'm just going to backtrack this way and see what, if anything, we can do. Pot friend! I need to take a sip of tea.
My turn.
That's nearly an hour old. Those are definitely worth getting rid of at the start of a fight because they are a pain in the butts.
No time to lose.
Feel the burn.
Finesse
Nice.
and grace. Precise strike.
Nice! No damage. Heck yeah. The burn definitely did it in. Yeah, we didn't go this way at all the first time around. So let's see what's this way. Aside from this encounter. Man, he went for it that time.
No time to lose.
Let's do the same again. Didn't quite stack the burn as high that time, but...
Precise strike.
still did its job. Very nice. Always nice when we can get clear of an encounter that quickly, I suppose. Item, what do you have?
Nice.
Oh, so that's what the Sakapatats do. On death, deal damage to all enemies. I mean, it's a very bluntly named skill, but... definitely worth trying going into a fight that you're not familiar with. Just being like, let me equip that real fast and absolutely wreck whatever decides to take me out. Oh, there's an expedition log there. We must have it. Excuse me, sir. Same setup? Yeah, all good. Okay, that mark is going to make it even easier to take out that guy.
I'm ready.
Cool. Huge. The
Nicholas,
44th.
Expedition 44. The idea was you'd only have to fool the first one. Then Jules can wear its carcass to trap the next, and so on. Until we all have proper cover. But disguising ourselves as Nevrons has proven to be extremely ineffective, to say the least. Maybe they recognize each other by their chroma. Anyway, It was an utter failure. To any expeditions that follow our trail, do not disguise yourselves as Nevrons. It doesn't work.
I think one of the amazing things about each of these expedition logs, aside from obviously the stories are great, these like little mini kind of short stories, the voice acting is phenomenal. But the thing for me is that it shows each expedition tried something different. I knew it! Now that's a hairstyle. Yeah, each expedition tried something different. So, like, obviously one of them had the giant Ferris wheel, right? That expedition tried disguising themselves as Nevrons. One of them, like, gamified the idea of how many can we kill, that whole deal. And I think it's so interesting that they've had to invent all of those in-house. We don't have enough for Flurry Fury yet. Let's just Mezzo Forte to start with, because we know we're not going to do much until we break this thing, so... Oh, it's been a while since I fought a mime. I forgot the attack patterns. This is high break damage anyway, so that's good. And then Verso has perfect break, but then marking shot is going to be pretty good already, so...
Bring it on.
Nice. That was huge through the wall. That was immense. Very good, actually. Let's go again. Make sure we revive Lune for this. So that she has a chance to redeem herself.
Let us stay
We don't have the opportunity to break with her, so let's do this. And Flurry this time.
Precision.
Get in the ground. I think we're all good.
Feel the burn.
I'm ready. Precise strike.
Brace yourselves.
Nice. Okay, we're back in sync with this.
Down.
I'm ready.
So much potential.
What stains do we have? Alright, we got 4 now.
Lune, watch out.
Dang it, mistimed the last one. Okay, shoot it until it gets marked. Use an item to revive Lune.
I'm back.
And then...
Precise strike.
Brace yourselves.
Lune is showing her similarity to CL in that she is now the character who I'm terrible at blocking with. I don't know if it's something about their position on the battlefield or what, but... New hair for Mayal. Let's change it up. That is braid. Oh, the bangs. Fun. Let's go with it. The fringe. Some of the characters easier to parry with than the others. Is it the same between them? The timing is the same. I think it's just something about the battle camera sometimes throws me with some of them, but sometimes it's genuinely just me timing it poorly with one of them or the other. It's not necessarily like a deficiency of the character so much as it is just me goofing on occasion. Okay, so I think we've discovered everything there is to discover about this area. We've at least had all of the boss fights. So I think we'll wrap things up with this area now. And just head for the world map again. I just want to find all the optional stuff. Which is kind of silly when you consider we're maybe going to get over-leveled for the main story. But that always happens with RPGs like this, so I suppose not the worst outcome. Not sure where the last flag was. I have no quarrel with you. No, we've just done a full circuit here. Where am I going? Oh, back through there is the way out, right? No, that's the cave area we just went into. But then up here takes us up towards where the main area boss was, and that's where the flag I remember the location of is. It's like up here. And I can also quickly make sure that I don't miss anything up here, but I think we got all the side areas. Somebody mentioned lately it's a weird angle, it makes it more difficult to parry, so it is about the camera. Yeah, I think it's really just the camera angles and my reflexes not being as sharp as they could be. It's always tempting to blame the game when it's actually a matter of reaction times or whatever. So we can upgrade just a touch here. We did get a couple of background points for CL, who's going to just keep moving up in agility. Lune probably needs more health because she's dying more than anybody else in the group so far. We'll probably up her defense as well. Verso we want to play more frequently, so we need more speed. And Mael continues to be a beast. So let's go there. Skill-wise, I think we now have 6 with Mael, yes. So we can get Last Chance, we can get Combustion. We haven't used Rain of Fire yet, because I've been using Spark a lot to get burn damage. Medium single target physical damage, 2 hits. Consumes up to 10 burn for increased damage. That sounds interesting. On the flip side, medium damage to all enemies. She doesn't have an AoE. And that's just a single target thing. Yeah, I think we want her to have an AoE, ideally. At least the option of an AoE, right? Reduced AP cost for each attack parried since last turn is wild. But 1 hit, single target physical. That's going to be great once we have a way to break the damage cap. Because right now, a 2 AP skill is breaking the damage. Is like getting her 2 damage cap. Oh yeah, let's rest real quick. Because I used up all of my revives in that last fight. Hilarious. Or that last pair of fights even. Because I don't think we sat at a flag after fighting the chromatic trio. Hope we get to keep Mael. I wonder if there'll be any other characters that have to disappear. I feel like if it was any of them, my guess would be Lune, because she's obviously, like, started the expedition. But it seems like there are at least other characters who will show up at some stage. It seems strange to me that the reserve team mechanic, where you bring whatever characters are left into a fight if you you wipe with your first 3 characters only has 1 person in it. But that's also because you can remove one of them from the party and then have CL and Luna as the backup team while Verso and Mael are the forward team, right? Oh, we're underneath the bridge there. Okay, I think now, unless we can go back and see Jar, which I don't think we have the right items for. Like the quest items here, we don't have any more resin. I think what I need to do is go and give the mushroom to the Gestrel at the village. I also haven't figured out who we give the wooden stick to, but I presume there's a Gestrel who wants that as well. I also really need to start messing around with some of the Pictos I haven't equipped yet, because I imagine we are way behind on that. But I want to go back to the Gestrel village. Now that we have Verso. Just in case there's any unique stuff for Verso in here, because he clearly knows the Gestrels already. There we go. Also, Mount Esquier really feels like a location when I see it on the world map. What up, Gestrel Village? I'm back. Time to go train, like Golgar says. Time spent yapping is time you could have spent training. Wish me luck. Good luck. I don't think we've chatted to too many of these multiple times. Seek out the chromatic Nevrons. We definitely fought a few of those. Do you have anything new? No, just the Rico, which we didn't buy. Oh yeah, that one's still lamenting the fact that he can't be a fighter at such a young age or something. So nobody has, like, unique dialogue. Oh, we found more writings. Okay, we're looking for 4 more journals, but he just gave me, like, 20 Color of Lumina, which is huge. That's the guy who won't trade with anyone. Hi. Okay, he's out of stock. Right, that was the one who gave me the wooden swords. Okay, we can buy more of these, which I think we will need. I think the original Chroma Catalyst we don't need as many of right now, but it's nice to have those. And that guy's all done. We talk to this one? No, you're just lurking. Alright, fair. Shout out to the lurkers. There are definitely other aspects of the Gestrel village I haven't explored, because I've seen other people with, like, at locations in here and talking to NPCs that I never encountered, so... hello, you. Love your job, blah, blah, blah. And is it this one we talk to? Where's the man with the metal arm? Great question. But I'm pretty sure we need to talk to... Do we need to talk to him with Gustav? I swear we were supposed to give this guy the mushroom. Did we do that already? Oh. The cat is in the garden. I think we spoke to that guy before as well. Our first outfit for Verso. And it's Sakapatat. Incredible. This says find an expeditioner. So I assume that's for somebody we get later. Oh, there's someone up there. How do we get up there? Okay, there's like a path up there, but how do we parkour up to that? I know we've done like a little bit of parkour up here before. Oh, there's a rope here. Great. I'm sure we get up this way. Yeah. We can get to them this way. You have to do it with Gustav. You progression locked yourself in that quest. Oh no. Oh, that's a shame. I'm not coming down. Okay. Just reborn the other day, so they're still a little thick-headed. You've earned yourself a trip to the arena. What? Oh, and that outfit's unlocks an outfit for, I guess, Lune, was that? Also, this is the only outfit Verso has because I didn't buy the deluxe edition, so... He gets to be the jester for a minute here. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's see, the Joust games is the newest trend in town. So these people are all watching a joust, which is like a fight but with more rules, I'm pretty sure somebody says. There's an item here that I missed.
Well,
oh, okay, cool.
That will help.
Anything else in here? We're jousting now. We can't interact with either of these, I guess. I'm behind you. And now I'm out. I warped. Don't like when stuff like that gets locked? Yeah, it's a shame. Who are you? Oh, no, this guy I've seen other people talk to. Doesn't feel like healing people. Guess they'll all die then. Yeah, it's no big deal. You're the worst doctor, and why are you so big? I ate a lot of Nevrons. You eat Nevrons? Just kidding. I was born with this terrible sickness that makes my bones grow every day. Every day I feel the excruciating pain of my bones pushing the boundaries of my flesh. Every day I wish I was not born to suffer like this. So one day I decided I don't want to suffer anyone to suffer the way I do. Studied very hard, harder than anyone else to become a doctor. Even if there's no competition here because everyone is dumb, I push myself through self-discipline. I saved more than 10,000 of my fellow Gestrals, all the while suffering inside like no one else in this world. So don't tell me what I am. Don't tell me who you are. Dang. It's a hard knock life. Hello, you lurking? The most boringest neighborhood in the whole village, the infirmary. Bit too gloomy for me, thanks? Yeah, Oh, a log. Hello. 52.
52nd expedition. Man, I could barely think straight. Hulking gesture broke my skull. What the fuck kind of friendly fight was that? Oh, I'm bleeding out, but their medic is bloody useless. He just keeps telling me about his bone problems.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna die here, aren't I?
Looks like he did, yeah. The medic is kind of hilarious. Alright, there's one other guy I know is around here somewhere. Is it in this one? Yeah, I think this is the guy. I'm curious if we can do this yet. This is Onno Puncho. Rules are simple. You get one hit. If you deal max damage, you win a prize. Once you hit me, the battle's over, so make it count. Yes.
Strike.
Nice, we did it. First try. Congratulations, no one's ever hit me like that before. He's got such a big health bar as well. I am curious if you come back and you just one-shot him, what happens? You got it, champion. Here from my personal collection. Ah, that's how you get the one from Mael. Nice. I'm genuinely curious if you can do that fight and you already have a way to break the damage limit. If you get something extra for just like completely destroying him. We could also do more with the arena, I guess. But maybe it doesn't do anything. I guess we have this flag. It doesn't do anything unless we're in like the little tournament arc. Right, I think that's pretty much sums up the stuff I missed in the Gestural Village the first time around. Still kind of bummed that that one quest required Gustav to finish it. So I just have a mushroom in my inventory forever now. But yeah, if there's anything else I missed, we will be coming back here every so often. Just to see if anything changes, and also potentially to fight Golgra. Although I heard Golgra's... like, it's a duel where her HP is in, like, the millions, so there's no point in doing it, really. Worth coming back later and fighting her with Mael. Yeah, we will be haunted by the mushroom. Okay, back to the map. There is one other thing I have seen about the world map just by watching a couple of other people stream this. And that is the location of another optional jar fight, which I assume is going to be Chromatic Jar. And it's out there on the world map somewhere, I think, like north of here. Like on one of these islands or something. We've been to a couple of spots like this. We've seen the Gestural Beach over there. This leads to the Hexga fight, which we might be better at now. Now that we've leveled up a little bit in the other parts of the world. Those guys are still there, but we're going to ignore them. Hit the beach, baby!
Let us get wet.
So that's the island that we left from previously. This island has a weird door in the side of it that I'm kind of curious about, but is this a red portal? Painting workshop. Kind of want to see what this is. Oh, and also there's like coral blocking the way there that I presume disappears after a certain point. What's painting workshop about? Oh. Oh, we black and white now, huh? Well, this definitely looks dangerous. Is this parkour? Oh, no. That's why it's dangerous. It's parkour. Alright, we'll try it. We need to get our resident parkour master out. CL, it's all on you. Platforming. Platforming in an over-the-shoulder perspective. It's like playing only up, but actually kind of worse. Parkour is so difficult in this game. It really is, because you're looking at it from a perspective that's not, like, directly behind the character, so you're having to constantly, like, aim yourself left. And in this case, it seems like she doesn't, like, clamber onto the edge of things like she was doing with the logs before. So you've really got to... If at the end of this is a Gestural who just sells me another swimsuit, I'm going to be so mad, dude. So mad. Okay. Hup. Oh. Is this you? A lost soul adrift in twilight. Her paintbrush wielded darkness, and from it the monster emerged. She wove her spite into the canvas, birthing a horror to plague my nights. Your hand holds the power to unweave the terror she wove. You can dissolve the nightmare. Will you help me? I mean, we will. What do you mean seems like a weird response, but I do want to know more. Her beasts to tilt the balance. Ever in her favor, ever controlling. Will you help me? Yes. Light and dark dance together, but light must lead. A lamp that can be used to awaken the beast. Huh. Okay. The parkour continues apace in this direction and is now angled. Yikes, dude. Oh, good. There's a checkpoint here. Nope, there isn't a checkpoint there. I was just on a different thing. That's awful. I was just on a platform that looked like the platform I had just left. Okay, can I go anywhere from here, game? Or are you just... Gee, thanks. Yeah, you know your game has annoying parkour when it's worse than Elden Ring parkour. When it's worse than Dark Souls parkour. Terrible. No! I compensated too much. Just got to do this in a somewhat more patient fashion, I think. Saying nothing about that. You really need to get around the corner here because that jump is smaller. And then we go off this way. Yeah, it's fine for the others to just teleport to me. Yes, yes, we will help you. Now, off the edge of this. I assume we just drop to that. Yeah, great. Just checking. Just checking. Do I run up that? Or have I screwed up by dropping down here? I don't think I have. Also, that's a set of hands like the lamplighter had. Oh, can we drop down here? Ah. Okay. You just got to be really careful about how you roll on these. Oh, this is another lamplighter then. So that's the lamp we use to awaken the beast. There is a flag here. Expedition 0. Or is it just a 00? Broken Conception. Okay, well I think it did just auto-save, so let's give this a try. A statue of a beast. Do you want to use the light of the beast? Yes. The story of the beast is written. In the depths where shadows sigh, lurks a beast beneath the sky. It is still incomplete, its lair closed off. It remains incomplete, did that say? For it needs 3 parts. And these are just like models of some of the other enemies, it looks like. There's a camera FOV mod that has options for centering the camera. No, it's fine. I ain't worried. I've also seen that there's a mod for making the baguette 3 times the size or whatever. Oh, so we are just Super Marioing this, huh? We're going through this painting? Nice that if you want to return to the world map, you can just... Oh. Okay, well, we return to the world map anyway. I suspect there is more to this that I will have to figure out in time. But the parkour, honestly, is not something I'm interested in doing a whole bunch. That's an enemy, right? Not a gestural? Yeah, okay, cool. Fight! Now hearing the Super Mario theme in your head, and rightfully so.
Let's carve a path.
Let's carve a path through this one specifically. Okay, cool. Damage is not too bad then. Oh, the last one hit. That's the worst.
Finesse and grace.
Okay, you just get shot a whole bunch, I'm pretty sure. Shooting these shields the enemy next door, but then we don't care about shields here. Mael is level 28 now. Absolutely the main character. And we got an item here.
Useful.
Accelerating heal. Healing an ally also applies rush for 1 turn. All of these are so good.
Time for a swim.
Is that another gestural beach, dude? Oh. Is this another parkour to get swimsuits challenge? Because, not to be that guy, but one of the guys who we got the swimsuit for is now dead. So, I think we're owed another one, yeah? There are Sakapatats just out in the water. Welcome to the Gestural Beach Rafting Volley Club. Okay. Let's beach raft volley. What should we do here? I built my passion for volleyball. You will go on the raft behind me and play volleyball with one of my creations. I assume this is like going to be parrying or something. A few baby gestrals we can use as balls? I asked for their consent. They all said yes. Okay, cool. Use your attack to throw them back. Nice. Which Sakapatat do we want to try? Just a normal one. Understandable, here you go. Cool. Oh, right, okay. Fun. I got it. You lost as expected. Alright, let's try again. We'll start with the weakest, and then we'll just progress through them. Now that I understand what the deal is. Oh, I thought that one was not coming for me. Yeah, the timing on this is interesting. You've really got to land those as the things are like halfway to you. Using the pocket sand to do this is tricky. Yeah. Okay, fair. The music is good. Okay, we'll try again. Dude, the fact that this has minigames in it as well is very JRPG. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It really is. You've got to be standing on the 3 squares of planks at the front. Resplendent Chroma. Okay, that's huge, actually. We really need those. Let's try... Oh. I was going to say let's try a normal one, and then it had a little bit of stick drift that put me back in the weakest one. Yeah, I understand this now. You've just got to be standing on the planks here. It really doesn't matter what the timing is, as long as you... You can be a little bit late to it if you're standing in the right place. Yeah, okay. I get that better now. Weom says the minigames were inspired by the Chocobo Racing minigame from Final Fantasy X, which is why they're all, like, awful. But in a good way. Alright, here we go. Okay, this is happening fast. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, you've really got to be moving for those. I think I'm also forgetting that I can sprint while I do this. Nice. Just about managed that. That was very close, though. My concentration face is on. There we go. That's swimsuit number 2 for Lune, I think. And then... the strongest. You have no chance, but okay. Let's try it. Oh boy, that's huge. The life meter over there. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a lot, I think. Didn't even land one. Amazing. Let's try a couple more times. This doesn't take long to reset. Oh, there's a difference in how they look as well, so I can't always see them as they're coming towards me. That's kind of rough. That is, yeah, there's a lot of life. Rough. We'll try one more time, but I think after that we'll probably come back to this. Don't want to be doing this the entire stream. The other thing is you really can't spam the pocket sand. Like, there's a cooldown on it that means you have to absolutely nail that last challenge. That's fun, though. We got, it was a Lune wardrobe thing, right? Yeah, swimsuit 2. There you go. So we got the 2-piece, and now the 1-piece. Also, I didn't realize she has stuff all over her legs before. Is that new? She becoming, like, more machine than man at this stage? She's still floating around, anyway. Yeah, it's a no from me. What, the challenge? Yeah. I like that this is basically loading the same environment, though, because I'm pretty sure the parkour is over there, and all of them are just, separated by these barriers. There are different entrances to the same location. That's the end of the beach episode, the freeze frame jump. That loading screen tip said something about gestural merchants being found in most levels as well, so I'm genuinely curious if there are some we've missed already. But we will find out in the fullness of time, I imagine. These just look like an optional world map fight. I don't see any items they're guarding or anything. No locations. We just have the gestural beach there. There is a flying thing here that we can't get to yet. I presume we find that later because SK can fly later.
Swimsuit on.
SK knows what's up. Okay, so before we move on, this thing looks absolutely terrifying. I'm not sure what's going on with that glyph above its head, but yeah, right here there's another door, which might lead to the manor by the looks of it. Yeah, and that's where I saw the jar on the map, but I didn't think it was moving around like that, so maybe I think there's another one out there somewhere. Could only do the easy one. I got frustrated and gave up on the normal one. Yeah, you can't, like, spam the pocket sand. Oh, there's, like, a little study here. Oh, I love this. So the way the manor works is that you can... Oh, and this leads back through to the kitchen. Right, okay, cool. So we're sort of finding these in the right order. You can get back out into the main hall, but then each of these has a little, like, Easter egg puzzle kind of thing in it. As far as I've seen so far. We do anything with any of these. Is it the globe here? The thing about these rooms as well is that I can never tell if what I'm supposed to be interacting with is letting me back out into the main hall, or if I just... Oh, hello, there's an item there. Oh, a little jumping puzzle around here, I guess. Yeah, I can never tell if the levers and stuff that I'm pulling are letting me back out into the main hall or not. Oh, that's a shirt sleeve situation for Verso. It's our first actual costume that we got from him, aside from the Sakapatat one. This is civilian Verso. There's not anything else in here that we can tinker with. No, okay, cool. So I assume this room is just that secret and then a little series of jumps to get to this, which is a shape of energy. Nice, okay, cool. So now we have everything but the shape of health fully upgraded, I believe. Wanting to call him Firth? I know. He's a fancy man, is what he is. We did get enough XP to upgrade Mael one more time. Her health is huge because of the Pictos we have equipped on her, so I am just going to keep leveling Might. Although, honestly, her luck being so high means that crits are going to be really helpful too, so... nothing for Lune. We could get one of these for Verso. Removes all status effects from allies and applies them to Verso. Gains 1 rank. Reduces current rank. Gives 2 to 4 AP to other allies. You know, that's actually quite nice. Ascending Assault. Low single target damage, 1 hit. Uses weapons element. Increased damage at each cast. Oh, so like the more you attack with this in battle, the more it does. And then low light damage to all enemies. 1 hit can break. I just want to build towards the stuff that's like extreme target damage. Increased damage if the target is stunned. Can reapply stun. Keep them stunned forever, Verso. But you've got to be A rank for that, so it doesn't happen on S rank. So after a while, you just have to manage your... perfection rank, I guess. Yeah, let's go with Radiant Slash. Let's unlock that one for now. And then the stuff over here that's like extreme light damage to all enemies, 5 hits can break. That's really cool looking too, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Verso dusting himself off. I like his regular outfit so much, though. And I noticed something. I was watching, I think it was Apothic Decay or somebody else who was just playing the start of this. And Verso is the character who appears when you first travel to the manor when Gustav and Lune are looking for Mael. So what we now understand is that Verso may be the one who brought Mael to the manor in the first place, which means that even though this might have something to do with Mael, it might also have something to do with Verso. And also, that's why Noko mentions Verso after they leave the manor for the first time, is that he's like, Verso wouldn't be pleased, and that's clearly a reference to the fact that Verso has had some contact with that location before. Is the party size 3 or 4 characters? In battle, it's 3. In terms of the full party, there could be more people out there as far as we know. Let's fight these guys. Alright, these just look like fairly basic enemies. And Verso will just take out 2 of them.
I'm ready. A precise strike.
Cool. Good fight. The fact they're doing fights with no damage... Man, that thing is terrifying. The fact that doing fights with no damage gets you plus 20% XP is really just the rich get richer kind of mechanic, isn't it?
An advantage.
It's like you get more XP, so you level up faster, you deal more damage, you take less damage, you continue to get more XP. Okay, we're going to camp. Because I think it might autosave after we come back from camp. Yeah, there we go. We save in progress. I'm going to see if there's anything else I can do to upgrade, and then we're going to see what that thing wading around in the water is. And if we can attack it, we're going to attack it. I have a feeling it will kick our butts. So we have 2 Resplendent Catalysts now, which means we can upgrade Mael some more if we want to, or we can upgrade... I think let's get some of these to level 10 who aren't at level 10 already. I think this one is probably better. But I do like that this is more attack-focused, while this is more like health-focused for CL. Yeah, I don't like the all damage taken is doubled part of that, so I think we're going to go stick with that one, and then we'll upgrade Lighterim with Lune, because 20% increased fire damage sounds like something we want right now. So tell us about the house. I know. It's so funny having a guy in your party who ostensibly knows everything about everything because he's been here for 67 years, and he's just telling you one bit of information at a time. I assume there's going to be more of that when we like continue throughout the story, but yeah, right now he's not saying a whole lot. So I really need to do a full edit on all of my Pictos and Luminas. I think I might do that right after I take a quick bathroom break, because I've been meaning to do it for a while. I've been thinking about, should I just do this off stream, but like, whatever. We'll do it now. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Actually, while you guys are waiting, I'll put some music on, because I keep forgetting to do this. Let's let's do this one. There we go. Back in a sec. Okay, let's do this. Let's put on some different music as well. Stop current music. I assume you can just switch them. I don't know what all of these are, so let's do this one. Also, 33rd of December is not a date. As far as I'm aware. We're going to stick with Lune for now. I think starting with CL, we will just clear everybody's pictos. And clear everybody's luminas as well. You can hold Y to reset, which is huge. Very happy about that, especially when we have so many of these to manage, because there's a lot. They're also... You can left trigger to swap between offensive, defensive, which we have one of right now, and support. But let's start... I think everybody wants... Oh yeah, first offensive deals 50% more damage. Oh yeah, I remember that. I think everybody wants 1 AP on battle start. Obviously, we want the cheaper one of these two. There's one that's like augmented attack. I think augmented counter as well. Augmented first strike is good. So those top three, definitely. Breaking counter is good. Critical burn is great because we burn enemies all the time. 1 AP on perfect dodge. Does that also account for parries? Because if it doesn't, we just don't need it, actually. Because I think we gain 1 AP on parries anyway. So there's really no need to have it on everybody like I have used before. I think versatile is honestly pretty good, because I have been using free aim hits and then still attacking a couple of times. Obviously, I can equip some of these as Pictos, but with CL, it's not going to make much difference if we don't use her in this next fight anyway. You can also, because there are multiple ones of the energizing start, you can start with like 3 extra AP if we found the first one of those. Where do we want to go with this? We've got 8 left, so we could get a couple of the other free aim ones. We could go with SOS Shell because defensive stuff is kind of nice to have. If we go with like burning shots and then yeah, we can always buy more Lumina points if we need to. But I think marking shots is probably better because we get better stuff from marked enemies anyway. Right, let's go back to editing Pictos. Start with Lune. She's a healer, so that's going to be potentially useful. We also get Powerful Revive. And we want anything which... +1 AP on base attack is pretty good. And there's Energizing Start 1, we just haven't learned it yet. Anything which adds fire damage or synergizes with fire. I don't think there is anything. We also have Dead Energy 1, which adds a huge amount of speed, actually. So I might add that, even though we have the skill. Dead Energy 1 means potentially we don't spend as many Lumina points on adding that later, so they're all worth having. I like Accelerated Heal. That also adds a ton to her health. And also Powerful Revive is going to be useful if we use her healing ability here and there. With Verso... +1 AP on getting hit. +1 AP on base attack sounds good. 50% more damage as health is below 10%. That synergizes with one of the skills he has, but we haven't used that yet. SOS Power is pretty great. We also want to equip Energizing Start on someone, but I think actually we'll give that to Mael. Sorry, I'm fumbling menus here. So let's remove that. Let's give him... Yeah, let's go SOS Power. And Critical Moment could be fun to have too. Obviously, everyone loves to put Roulette on Mael. 15% health on base attack is also good. If we just have him attack more... Okay, so for Mael, we really want her to start with more AP, and thus more health as well. +1 AP on parry, damage received is doubled. No thank you. 50% less damage but can't be healed is also kind of risky. Healing tints give 1 AP. Augmented aim, healing mark. We'll put roulette on just so we learn it. But obviously it's going to be an issue here. And then I think we'll learn critical moment because crit chance with Mael is going to be huge. Now, Verso is definitely getting augmented attack. We're also getting augmented counter. Augmented first strike is always helpful. I think just this top row is all great. Powerful for 1 turn on base attack. If we're going to be base attacking with him a lot, we'll take that. And then I think marking shots and staggering attack is going to work really well for the way he's playing right now. I don't know if we're going to be using Lune's base attack as much. So maybe we skip augmented attack with her. Augmented counter is still going to be viable, as is breaking counter. Critical burn is big. I think SOS Shell is good for her as a mage, but... we'll do increased... augmented first strike. We'll put Breaker on anyway. And this is healing tints, it's not healing skills. Sure, we'll start her with +1 AP. And... rewarding mark, because I think Verso will probably be marking enemies anyway. We definitely want to give rewarding mark to Mayel, because she specializes in dealing damage to marked targets. Obviously, we're going to give her all of this. Breaking counter. What do they have there that... okay, that's their first ability because it starts with A. Accelerating heal and attack lifesteal automatically come before those. So I was like, hang on a second. Crit chance on burning enemies is huge. There's a chance she could burn with a free aim shot and then go straight into the skill that gets her Virtuose. So maybe we'll do that and we'll do staggering attack. Yeah, we could potentially have her start with way more AP at the beginning of every fight. But then I'd have to open up 10 Lumina points. Or give her more Lumina points, I guess. And sure, we'll put staggering attack on here as well, just because we've got 1 spare point, so we may as well. Okay, this is our group for now. Let's see how this goes. Also, Verso is now more vulnerable. I think the others have gained health thanks to the Pictos we have equipped, so... we'll see how any of this shakes up against whatever the heck this guy is. Probably... if I had to guess, we're going to be absolutely screwed. Let's find out. As we mount Esquier. So we don't get first strike in this fight. And this thing, whatever it is, sprung!
Please survive.
Stage 1, okay. Well, we got a counter right away. Oh!
Coming.
Sprung sabotages the expedition.
Danger! Let's start.
Well, Lune got to counter that, but this thing has a lot more health than I was hoping for. Okay, she revives with extra AP. Yep, okay, we're... that's definitely not a fight we are prepared for. Just based on the health bar alone. The fact that we did 14,000 to it and barely made a dent, I think we'll come back later. Cool fight, though. And at least we set up our Pictos beforehand. Take us away, Mount Esquier. Anything else around here that we haven't seen yet? Oh, Gestural Merchant. Garanjo. Oh, outfits for Lune. Haircuts for Mael. And an outfit for Mael. Oh, a civilian outfit for Mael as well. Oh, that's fun. So now we can look like just a group of average working folk here. Civilian, civilian, basically civilian. And now we're a folk band. Now we are absolutely a folk band. Also, I just didn't equip any Pictos on CL, which will probably come back to bite me if I don't do that quickly now. Yeah, expedition uniforms for everybody. Okay, you can learn at death's door, breaking shots, and first strike. And then we're going to put CL in, much as I hate to do it, just in the interest of leveling the party evenly, we're going to take Mael out for a bit. Please don't hate me. I'm probably going to hate myself more than anything, because Mael is still the best character. Our principal damage dealer. So we can go around here. Up there is where Sproink is, or whatever it was. Oh, and this is another spot where Verso can dive. What's this little inlet leading to? Oh, this is the jar that I saw. This is the one that I saw when Thor was streaming, I'm pretty sure. So this, I think, is Chromatic Jar. And I want to see if this does anything to get us the resin that we need for Jar back in Spring Meadows. The Lumineers, yes, absolutely.
Doing in.
Okay, so now we are back on the Foretell stuff. Cool, cool,
Not
cool.
impressed.
Oh, a jump attack. Okay, my bad. Mael, come in and duel it. No, I'm kidding. What's up, Mika2? I'm not sure when you left, so you are now back, and we have fought an optional boss that absolutely kicked our butts. So, yeah, now we're trying another one that has seemingly done the same. Did you see how delayed that attack was, by the way? Yeah, we did some parkour, we got some new outfits. That's the other things that have happened. Let's try that again.
Ready. I feel better.
I feel like the jump glyph was kind of late there, unless I was supposed to parry that. I have a feeling that I need to learn this guy's attacks. I think the main problem here is that we have to do this entire swim to get back to him. I guess unless we, like, camp somewhere and then leave again to set a respawn point. I'm not sure if we can camp right in front of this guy or not. I guess we can. Okay, so that did a quick save. So now we should be able to leave again. And hopefully our save point is now just in front of this guy. Yeah, we are trading out Mael just because I think she's a higher level than everybody else in the party at the moment. Let's give everybody Rush instead of starting with an attack. Now you're talking. Okay. So this thing doesn't have a ton of health.
Ice shatter.
And is now slow.
No time to lose.
Here's your card.
At least it only attacked one character that time. Especially since we have so many strong revives.
You're outmatched.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, buddy. Let's marking shot.
Here's your card. A storm is coming.
Okay, we're good there. Let's immolation. Okay, so that's parry, and then you jump, and then you jump again. And then you parry twice. Cool. I needed to see that attack again, and I was ready to jump, and I did not get anything from jumping. Yes, we're on law. We are fighting the jar. We're thankfully saved right in front of it, so... Yeah, this game absolutely rules. Big fan over here. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Let's get Rush.
Oh well.
And I wasn't ready with the right input. Gotta be ready for when it does the combo, yeah. Good. This is still an Expeditioner difficulty, by the way. This is not even on Expert. Imagine how much damage this thing does on Expert. Absurd behavior. Yeah, Expeditioner is nice and balanced. If anything, I'm a little bit OP for where we are in the story. However, for these things... yeah, let's just rush.
Eyes up, person.
And then we need to be able to parry 2 more of them, right? Good. Mael could solo this thing, which is why I'm not letting her in. This is just a very unfamiliar combo right now. And the problem with, like, doing so much damage up front and one-shotting me is that I don't get used to parrying it all yet.
Let's speed things up.
Watch out.
So that's 4 in quick succession, followed by 2 slow hits.
I won't lose again. Danger!
Okay, and that time I jumped too early, which I did not think was possible. We'll try this a couple more times, and if I genuinely can't do it, then we'll just get on with the story, because I feel like we have been spending this entire stream doing side content too early. I just want whatever's behind him, though.
Brace yourselves.
That's the best opener we can get.
Storm is coming.
Let's carve a path.
I think Verso needs to do powerful here. And then we Twilight Slash.
I saw your future.
Just so we can get in Twilight. And then I tried to jump in the opener, and it's not a jump. I can beat this, spends 3 hours fighting things I could easily beat later. Yeah, this is my my Elden Ring mentality coming into play. Is the I can just learn its patterns mentality.
Let's speed things up.
The other thing about the Elden Ring mentality is,
Let's carve a path.
what if this thing has some really cool weapon?
Here we go.
And isn't it fun to do things out of sequence? Oh, and that time I jumped too quickly again. I'm getting better at it. We'll do one more try. Just like the randomizer run, yeah. I just want to know if he's got resin that we can give to our friend, the jar.
Let's speed things up.
It's locked on you.
Oh, and the second one's so delayed. I've never had a chance to block it before. Okay, one more time. This is not friend jar, if that wasn't clear. From it doing like 1800 damage to us. For all I know, this thing has extra combos that kick in at 50% health that I also won't be able to block. And in fairness, I could be using dodge, but parries are more fun.
Let's speed things up. It's locked on you.
No, my timing's not good enough. I need to be able to survive at least one of these before we have a chance of fighting this thing, I think. So we will save that for later. In the meantime, I kind of want to see if I can run behind it and pick up the item. We'll obviously come back for the challenge of the fight, but...
An advantage.
And now we run! And now we run! Run, Verso! Verso! Run, Verso! Okay, cool. The movement is like a little bit off sometimes. So he has one color of Lumina that he's guarding. I presume the fight has other rewards that will be more rewarding. We also have this little area, which is a white tree. I assume this is just going to be another like record location. Just going to have some vinyls for us. We got to have the vinyls. Oh, and an expedition log. 36.
Isabel of 36. Winter souls drift through the night and land soft upon the moonlit vale, whose snowy shrouds hold tight the hope I'd whispered once, long ago. Golden folds adorn the stems, a maze our eyes back to follow, a meditation of winding curves. Deep they flow to center, where lie the edges of another verse, another maze of golden stems and shadows. a sea of pebbles shifting. A wave, a wave, a wave of rock and sand. As sand falls upon our heads, and our heads sink beneath the waves. Along the darkened shores we sink, a pebble in the sea. The rising wind rolls through fragrant stalks of feathergrass. Their delicate aroma, a balm, their gentle susurrus, a lullaby for my aching heart.
Notice how in the third stanza here, it all starts with A, and so it just reads like ah if you read it vertically.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Dang, Mael. Mael's still going through it, I get the feeling. Anyway, let's actually go and do the plot now. We have a couple of locations we will come back to later.
Let us get wet.
A couple of optional bosses we want to fight. I love the world maps so much. So just to check we're headed in the right direction, we are going up here to Forgotten Battlefield. And there is coral basically blocking this off. This seems to be a thing. Maybe we'll land there later. There's also this. The painting workshop we know about. This we can't reach yet. I assume when we can fly with Esquier, we'll be able to land in here somewhere and possibly even go back to Old Lumiere.
As the swimmer.
This is the way we are headed. You I will come back and fight later. But you're basically like Ultima Weapon to me right now. Anything here that we can grab? Oh, there's another Burgeon right there.
Acceleration.
Doesn't look like we can reach it though.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, there's a lot of ships here. Nothing else item-wise here. Well, time to, I guess, head through this giant gate. Burgeon battles are fun. Yeah, they're really fun. We've done like 3 of them so far. We've given 1 Burgeon skin to the small Burgeon. But here we go. Let's get on with the story. Seems familiar. Oh. There's just a Dark Souls here.
You'll get used to them. We're going to see a lot more.
If we hurry, we can cross before nightfall.
Oh, she's still cradling Gustav's arm. That's rough.
Could we bury Gustav?
I wish we could, but protocol is to keep moving. Gustav would understand.
We can look for a suitable place along the way, yeah? We'll find a nice spot.
Yeah, nicer than here.
There is a place. Past the quarry, out of sight of the painters. A tranquil haven, protected by magnificent trees. I think you'll approve.
Lead the way.
It's funny how I've been disconnected from the story because we've been doing all the side content. I forget that all of this is supposed to have just happened for them in the story, so...
Let me show you something.
And this is where Verso's combat tutorial is supposed to happen, I assume. Gradient counter. Some enemies can cast gradient attacks, powerful and can be only defended with a... Oh, there's a right trigger counter now as well? Oh, come on.
Just try it.
Okay, and then... Love that for us. It didn't even hit damage cap, though.
Any other tricks we should know?
One thing at a time.
I love the fact that I've played this game for 19 hours and it's still giving me tutorials. Amazing. Yeah, I can see why the optional boss fights later in this game are going to be absolutely terrible, is because there's going to be strings of attacks that include counters, and that you have to identify the attack with the split second before it actually, like, lands. And that's going to be really rough. No items around here? No, nothing. Cool. Battlefield long since been picked clean by the looks of things. It didn't like me looking over the bow of that ship, so let's not. Just walking up to the gate then, huh? I can't believe we are waltzing right up to the factory. Cannonballs? Paintballs, maybe. What if? What if this game was just about paintballs? Ah, the 46 have been here. Well, we didn't take any damage in that fight. On we go.
These are all expeditions?
A single Nevron took out most of them.
Is it still around?
I've only seen it once, many years ago, so most likely not.
Well, that's ominous, and we'll definitely come back later. There isn't like a grapple point that I'm missing from here or anything. There's a big hammer. And, oh boy, a lot of other items. Yep. This is going to be a huge place. There's still some fire burning here. What it's burning, I have no idea. And this is smashed open, but again, not for any purpose. I just want to look at this entire environment. That's the problem here.
Yeah.
Didn't get to pocket sand it. Oh well. Guess it gets to attack first.
Careful now.
Chroma's flowing.
Oh, we have Mael back as well, by the way. we've just kind of thrown her into the party. Cool. Ice Lance?
Ice, shatter. Careful, Verso. Careful, Mael.
Okay, getting used to the timing here. Is that a relentless combo, apparently? Just wanted to see where we're at in terms of damage, and we are there.
Danger!
Just when you thought the effects couldn't get any more flashy, they threw in gradient counters. Longer shell. On a playing shell, its duration is increased by 2. Cool. And we have a new weapon for CL, who's been taken out of the party, I guess. Ramazan can recover 1 moon charge on turn start to recover 20% of each ally's health. I do like how much of CL's abilities revolve around healing. That's really fun. I am going to put her back in the party. Hello, big lad. I hate the sword guys. The sword guys seem like they'll be alright.
Let the ink flow.
You're new. Interesting. Got a weak spot in there? Guess not. What if I shoot each of you in the head once? That one seems like it has a weak spot, but it's hidden.
My turn.
None of them are flying, so that's okay.
Here we go.
Whatever your deal is, I don't want to find out.
Better.
Oh, it's a troubadour, okay.
Danger!
Okay, we got one parry out of that.
Ready to evade.
Oh, interesting, okay. Really got to be ready for that one then. Does he have anything that attacks everyone? No, I guess not. Well, I guess, okay, we don't have dead energy anymore because we were just going to attack a single target. I remember.
Ready to evade.
Okay, that's absurd. SOS power triggers. Nice. You're getting burned. Just got hit by all of those, it's fine.
Let's carve a path.
Swiftly now.
Okay, so now we're in Twilight. She can just absolutely smash this guy. Yeah, that's fine. Troubadour level 8. Good thing I didn't upgrade that earlier.
Oh, lovely.
And some chroma. Nice. Can we climb back up here after we drop into this? Looks like there's just a ramp out. Hello. I love the little prance they do. Okay, we're hitting first. Now what?
Ice shatter.
I guess we quick strike. Nice.
Here's your card.
Okay, gives him rush.
Now.
Okay, absolutely flatten that.
Target marked.
I saw your future.
Not impressed.
So, they're resistant to dark, is what I'm learning. And they're just picking bits off of the dead. Can we get through this door? Nope. Sounded like there was something behind the door. Maybe it's above. We can get this.
Perfect.
Which is more chroma. What is this hairy crystal thing? Interesting.
an advantage.
Energizing start 4. He does a little tap dance before we leave the ravine. Oh, I like the hammer guy. And by like, I mean I don't like him at all.
You're outmatched.
Pretty good crit, actually. Yeah, very nice crit.
Faster.
Very happy with that.
Here's your card.
Brace yourselves. Chroma is flowing. Thunder.
Let's carve a path.
Let's use perfect recovery because I can use this in battle and
Danger.
it means I don't need to worry so much about using that next time. Oh yeah, we have Grim Harvest as well. We can use that.
Time to read.
Alright, Verso just leveled up. So we might get to do something about that in the near future. Oh, there are Sakapatats here as well. So it looks like the Gestrels have tried fighting here. Unless that's Expeditioners who decided to try using the Gestrels.
Ice shatter.
We'll knock them down left to right.
Here's your card. Take your shot.
Destroyed.
Brace yourselves.
And that one I'm not used to countering yet.
Feel the burn.
I think if we give Verso some of his light damage skills, we'll probably get more out of that. If these things are resistant to dark, I presume they're immune to, or not immune to, they're vulnerable to light. We're also learning some stuff. What do we want? Instead of perfect break right now, single target medium light damage 2 hits, dispels self-status effects. Damage increased for each free aim shot this turn up to 10 times. That's kind of huge. But I think Radiant Slash is going to be good instead of Quick Strike, maybe. Because they're equivalent, like, AP skills. And we don't stay in D rank for long. Yeah, I do like that you could just completely unload with free aim and then use follow-up. Especially if there's enemies that you can beat with ranged attacks first. It's like trenches dug here. There's a Burgeon right there.
Well, that will help.
More Color of Lumina. Not sure how well you do with all the counter stuff. Well, the cool thing is, there's a story difficulty that you can switch to basically anytime you want. Okay, nothing up here. Fair enough. Yeah, there's a story difficulty you can switch to anytime you want, and from what I've seen so far, a lot of enemies are still easier to dodge if you use the dodge ability instead of parrying. Parrying is just like a risk-reward thing. And once you get better at dodging, you can learn the timings, and then you can... Anytime you're using a perfect dodge, that's an indication that you could have parried the attack, so...
Ice shatter.
Look at the amount of, like, extra stuff he got from that. So cool.
Feel better.
Incoming.
Okay.
Feel the burn.
Let's carve a path.
Now we all perfect break.
Break.
Okay, yeah. Seems to work. Have a favorite Nevron/fight?
What have we here?
The Burgeons are pretty cool so far. I thought Lamplighter was really fun, albeit a little bit weak. Like, I didn't get to see much of that fight just because I was a little over-leveled for it, I think. But it's such an iconic-looking creature.
A storm is coming. Ice, shatter!
Nice, we got rid of 2 of them. Sure. That's a moon card. That one I need to get used to the timing of.
Let us stain them. Feel the burn.
My turn.
I see a thing.
What have we here?
It's a recoat. We haven't used one of those yet. Mostly because I'm pretty sure my stats have been up to the challenge each time we've fought anything, but some of these enemies, I don't think even pumping everything into healing could really have made much of a difference. Like that thing wading in the water.
Yeah.
This genuinely feels like a Gears of War level. The kind of sepia tone to everything.
Chroma is flowing.
How monochrome it is, ironically. So for this, we can just shoot these guys twice. Unload into that guy. He's marked, and that should take him out.
Well, well. Here's your card.
There we go. Now I've got the counter timing right. Pretty good. Grab whatever this is.
What have
Sweet
we
kill.
here?
Recover 50% health on killing an enemy. Hello? That's actually pretty great. That's very, very good. We've probably learned a few of these now that I can take off. Like, I don't know if I want CL playing first every time. I think, honestly, energizing start is going to be nice to have an extra one of. Plus, it's so much extra health. And then Sweet Kill we can swap out for breaking shots. Because she's not using free aim much anyway. And this I think we can swap out because I'm so infrequently that low health. I'm either good or I'm dead. That's like the two. I don't have like a below 10% health unless I'm deliberately there with one of those skills that we haven't got yet. Auto Shell is just a no-brainer, surely. Don't know why I hadn't equipped that before. Because giving that to everybody is huge. Because then they just take 50% less damage for the first 3 turns of battle. Hey, Khan is here. Hello, friends. Hey, welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the chaos. And the chaos is joining us, apparently. Fantastic to have you all here. Welcome in, folks. I'm going to extend my welcome until people have finished watching ads, if they came in and watched ads immediately. But hey, welcome in. Khan, thanks so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. We're playing Expedition 33. I am starting Act 2, so if anybody wants any spoilers for this, you've come to the right place. If you are trying to stay spoiler-free, you may want to head out. I don't mind if you raid and run. That's entirely fine. Obviously, Khan, thank you so much again for the raid. Take care of yourself if you need to. What were you up to today? How was the stream? For anybody who knows this game, I don't know this game particularly well. This is my first time playing, so no spoilers. We are just making a start into this, what's it called? Like,
Ice.
Forgotten Battlefield or something like that.
Let's carve a path.
This area. And really enjoying myself. This game is incredible.
Here we go.
Let's just take care of that guy. And then, oh, we have a lot of healing from that, it turns out. Okay, so I knew how to parry 2/3 of that attack.
Ready?
And we're just going to have her Twilight Slash. Sure. Nice. Doom Dark Ages went well besides the game wanting to crash. I bet. Can't quite contain the awesome, some of these newer games. But yeah, glad you had a good stream. Speaking of crashes, the game just like hitched in a worrying way. But I think we're good. Oh, and there's actually some grass up here. And a flag. Oh, they must have barricaded themselves in here. Fort Ruins. Alright. Yeah, we have some XP points to hand out here. I'm going to increase Verso's health because he's lacking ever so slightly since the shift in Pictos we just gave everybody. Whereas CL is the healthiest of the bunch, so just deserves a little bit more attack power, I believe. And Lune's doing pretty well, so I think a bit more attack power, a bit more speed. Perfect. Skill-wise, we're looking pretty good on the tree. And CL can learn Dark Cleansing or Firing Shadow. Consumes 1 portal per hit for increased damage. Now, I think we'll just stick with waiting for one of these heftier skills to come around. We'll get to these eventually because they'll lead to some of the really cool stuff, but I think we'll ignore that for now. This looks like the way we are supposed to go because there's a flag here, so I might briefly double back and make sure I'm not missing anything from this central area, because there's a... Oh, there's a flag up this way as well, huh? Well, this is where 41 were. And we can fast travel between flags, so we can use the fast travel point to go up there if we need to. Oh, this looks like we can travel down that way. Yeah, okay, I presume this direction is the side area then. Might go before I curse your stream with crashes. Have a fantastic stream. Thank you so much. And once again, thanks so much for everyone who came over with the raid. Once again, if you do have to raid and run, I completely understand. Life gets busy. You got to go get food, go get some sleep, whatever you need. But we're going to be here for another 20 minutes or so, maybe however long it takes me to explore a bit more of this area and then get out to a point where we can save and wrap up for the stream. Oh, hello. Are you a friend or a foe? You're a foe. Okay, cool. Glad we get to attack you then. Just one of you, though. Okay, maybe I didn't need to be that worried. Not so much. Were you guarding anything? We still don't know how to get rid of this. So I'm curious if there's going to be a solution to that at any point. Oh. We got dudes! Okay, 1-to-1. Genuinely really curious if we can get this thing's helmet open. Maybe I can only shoot it from this side. Sure. I cast gun. Energizing death. On death, 4 AP to all allies. Well. I think I'm starting to better understand the naming conventions with these as well. It's always energizing if it adds AP. It's always this or that. Hi, fellas. You're guarding a thing that I want.
Let us stain them.
If you say so. One shot to the dome and then Ice Lance. One shot to the dome and then Assault 0.
Here we go.
2 shots to the dome. And then Focused Foretell.
Here's your card.
Okay. Got 1 AP back from that at least.
Luna, careful.
Fair. Understood. That guy's gone at least. Let's mark you.
Target marked.
I saw your future.
It's going to resist this.
I'll do it.
Huge.
I'm ready.
Same again. It's really just all about make sure you remember which button to press.
Take your shot.
Okay, I'm getting better at countering that one. So now we hit. Could have used that big toast at the end of the last act. Couldn't we just?
An advantage.
So they just had some color of Lumina that they were standing around. Okay, okay. Nothing here that we can jump up onto. Alright. No worries then. Is this a shortcut? Because we can... Oh, there's a lever back here. Yes. Ah, now we're back. I see. Yeah, okay. Fun. So yeah, this little side area. Don't think we can get up there. There was also this, which isn't something we can jump down, like the hole that led to the chromatic trio we fought earlier. Yeah, so now we head back out here. We go to the other flag. I think we're okay. We don't really need to rest. We'll hit this just because we have upgrades and because it saves. Yeah, we'll put 1 more into agility. Yeah, great. Cool. And down we go. Not seeing much in the way of items that we need to look for. Enemies, though. And you brought a friend.
Ice shatter.
Radiant Slash. Let's try this one. Oh, it's all enemies. Pretty good. Like that, actually. And then we'll focus Full Tail just to get rid of that guy.
Eyes up, Verso.
Alright.
I'll manage.
Especially since I have an ability called Perfect Recovery, but don't worry about that now.
I saw your future.
Nice. Okay, that wasn't scavenging anything that was useful to us. Again, there's so much detail in this environment. Like, there's so many things that we could pick out, like the evidence of previous battles and everything. But it seems to be herding us towards this little trench where there's some sort of smoky form over here. Although this guy has seen me. Hello, friend?
Yeah.
Can I fight you, or are you just gonna hang out there? What is this, though? Fading woman. Oh, you may leave. I've no interest in speaking with you. Okay. I'm just gonna go touch this flag and then fight this troubadour. Don't mind me. TikTok. Let's start just by healing Verso. And let's have him shoot twice. And then Radiant Slash.
Radiance away.
Nice, good. Okay, it's buffing.
Incoming.
Right.
Feel the burn.
Ready to strike.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay. When those things hit, they do hit pretty hard. Good to know.
Disaster expedition.
Get your revenge. Give us a minute. I just saw a Petank over here. We'll fight this thing first. And hopefully the Petank stays where it is.
Let us stain them. Feel the burn.
Here's your card.
It's locked on you.
Okay, didn't hit the second parry, but the first one was good. Learning the timing of the first hit seems like pretty crucial to understanding a lot of these enemies.
My turn. Radiance awaits.
Nice. Stacking burn did it. Okay, and for you, we're going to bring Mael back. Probably in place of Lune. Because she's still level 29 even though she hasn't been in the party for a minute. I saw the platform we had to herd it over to, so... Fight! Mael specifically has that shield removing ability, which I think these things often shield themselves. Still bad at blocking that.
Let's carve a path.
Marking shot. Oh, this thing's gonna be easy.
Look out.
Careful now.
Please, guys. Ready to carry.
Yeah. That one might have been harder if we weren't so high level, but... we got some pretty upgraded weapons, too. And some crowmen here, I assume?
Perfect.
Yeah. And whatever's up here. More
What have we
chroma.
here?
Plenty of chroma. Rewards for exploring this beautiful environment. I will not complain. Okay, you can't go down there, or we could, but it'll just get us back to where we were. Nothing else to find here that I can see right now. Let's give everybody that quick upgrades. Nice to have Verso back over 1,000 health, actually. We'll give Mael some speed and some strength. So close to having some good skills. If the tank flees, do you get to fight it again? I don't know. I've never had one flee, I guess. So somebody in chat was suggesting maybe I speak to this woman with a different character. You're awake. Oh, interesting. Have you sufficiently recovered? If so, then you can help. There's much left to do. Who are you? Help with what? Guess not. Pity. I'd hope to return to more important matters, but instead I must occupy my time with this. What occupies your time? Huh. So talking to them with different characters seems to produce a different result, or at least in the case of this one, Mael does. 41.
Anyway, Expedition Wolf 41. My bag's getting weighed down from all my kills. Maybe I need to pick smaller trophies. Estelle bagged 7 of those armoured nevs.
Shout out Estelle.
So I've got to get at least 8 in this next batch if I'm going to beat her. Leah showed me how to double up my weapon pictos. Might not be stable, but the bang's going to be worth it. The paintbrush might be out of our reach.
The paintbrush.
The minions aren't. And if I die, I'm going to make sure I die big. Like Xavier says, subtlety is not our game. We only live till 40. So let's go make some friends.
That's definitely aged well.
Interesting.
Anyone home? Oh, there's a rope there. Yeah, this environment is massive, too. There's so much going on here. Oh. This feels like a trap. Every time I go across a bridge or something like this, I'm like, is this going to break or something? Nope. Empowering tint. Healing tints also apply powerful. Nice. Also, I like the fact that that audio log was basically like, these people died shortly after this because they tried to double up on Pictos and the result was unstable. So, like, their own hubris killed them. It seemed like they were pretty powerful people, but they just got addicted to power. Yeah, let's foretell this one. And Mael's just going to absolutely destroy it. Nice.
Let's carve a path.
Doing in. I saw your future.
I'm ready.
Take your shot.
Okay, shell help there. And then it burns. Oh. Oh, that looks like a chromatic, one of the ones that we found in Flying Waters, yeah? So in that case, probably weak to lightning, so maybe we bring Lune in with... whichever one has the highest lightning stuff. I guess we never got to upgrade this one, but... probably fine if we just use that one, though. Let's give it a try. Chromatic Luster. Oh, okay.
Let's carve a path.
Also just realized there are only 2 of us in the party. Did I not add... huh. I think maybe we need to go again here, chat.
Target marked.
I mean, this thing's probably going to be easy enough, but...
I can do it.
now that we're burned... yeah.
Ready to parry. Okay. Let's dance.
Consumes burns to regain health. Huh.
Looking good.
Interesting. Alright, now we know a bit more about it.
On me.
Okay, boom boom pow. Right, it's a Black Eyed Peas enemy. I get it. It's got a boom boom pow attack. Yeah, I just didn't add Lune back in.
Well, that...
Not impressed.
There we go. Oh, of course, her base attack is just fire damage, and it's going to absorb that. Well...
Ice shatter.
guess she just won't attack physically. Which will be difficult with counter-attacks, but still. Sure, let's apply Powerful so that Mael can do stuff. Bit rough, never mind.
Finesse and precision. On guard.
Now we press A. Heck yeah.
Okay,
impressed.
Let's dance.
No items. Other things.
Careful, Verso.
Okay, it doesn't actually regain that much health. Radiant Slash can break, so we can do that. That's nice and easy. And then I guess we just.
Flames. On me.
Oh yeah, of course. That was silly. Electrify.
Thunder. Crash! Brace yourselves.
Thinking of it as a boom boom pow enemy really does help. Oh, we have a CL weapon from the looks of things. And then +1 AP on successful parry. Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun with that one. More Dark Element. Killing an enemy with Foretell applies its Foretell to another random enemy. Oh, I do that all the time. That's actually really good. The healing stuff is very good as well, but we also don't use the healing abilities that often. She looks like she needs healing right now, though, so maybe we'll keep it on for the moment. Energizing parry is going to be it. You have no idea. Okay, we've been every which way in this trench. I guess we're just moving on. She's gone silent. And I'm guessing there's going to be a...
Looks like we passed the danger zone.
You sure about that?
Sign of your special Nevron.
Oh, I guess we're lucky.
I wouldn't be sure of that. Oh, paint cage. Ha-cha! Oh, you can break those just by punching. Okay, that's fun. Is there one up in the tree? Is there one within the boxes? Is there one in the neighboring environment? I thought as much. So that's 2. Where is the third? Aha! I found you. Nice.
Interesting.
Extra chroma elixir. We love to see it. Oh, and an audio log. Wonder if the audio log is going to have something to say about this malicious enemy that Verso is talking about.
Expedition 57, Carla. These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
And then absolutely destroyed by a trombone from the looks of things. Unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Can this area stop having side areas, please? Actually, I take it back. There's a gestural merchant here. Kasumi! Crossing the damn sea was hard, but oof, didn't expect to find a warp zone brimming with Nevrons. Trade! Fight the merchant! Fighting the merchant is an option. What is this? Apply inverted on self for 3 turns at battle start. 50% increased damage while inverted? I don't know what inverted means. Earth element, Lune heal. Earth stains. Replay instantly on consuming stains with a healing skill? Wow. Broken. I'm not going to buy the chroma catalysts because we have loads of them and we're not using them much. Let's fight the guy. Mael, fight this guy. Roulette not do me a ton of favors there. On the other hand, counters are pretty good. Get him in the kneecaps. Heck yeah. New Pictos. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, an outfit for Mayel. For me. Batgirl outfit. Oh. That's pretty cool looking. I feel like it also needs a mask. But she doesn't have any, We didn't try the vintage hair on her, but I think it's a little bit too floofy for me. I kind of want to go back to Rebellious, actually. I think Rebellious is fun. That's basically Lune's hair on Mayel. Going down the rope especially, it's very Batman. Alright, 57. And, oh look, a bridge. An ancient bridge, no less. Who's our battle party right now? Lune versus Mayel. Yeah, I think this will probably be best if we run into any figured as much. This feels like a Sekiro-style environment. He sensed something was up there.
Hey. You holding up? We're almost there.
Holding up. Everywhere we go, just death. Death and more death. Everywhere we go, just death. I don't want to see that anymore.
And that's why we're here.
I thought you would understand. You said you spent your immortality burying the people around you. Doesn't any of this bother you? And you. Gustav's dead. How can you keep going like nothing happened?
We need to continue.
Why do you...
Mayel. You know what we must do.
Oh, she has like rubber bands on her wrist and stuff. I've never noticed that before. And there's something written on that. I can't tell what it is.
Come on.
I guess I haven't looked very hard at CL's outfit. Oh. There it is. Oh, yes. Bring it on. That looked like a gradient counter to me. Oh. Oh, no, that's not us starting a fight. That's literally the Nevron destroying the bridge. Okay. Mayel? It may be time to duel. Once again, she's covered in blood, surrounded by death. Okay, he made it down here too. Nice. And this thing has a brooch like the Expedition does. That's,
Are you hurt?
interesting.
Fine. Thanks.
Interesting. She's kind of using the chroma, obviously, but like... Neat that it made the environment slightly less bloody while she was doing that. Let's rumble! Dualiste! Okay, almost had a first round counter. Almost.
Ice. Shatter.
Alright, get slowed. Everyone else, get powerful. Okay, looking good, looking good. And, I guess electrify?
Incoming.
Okay, cool.
My turn.
5 hits. We're on perfection C, marking shot.
Target marked.
Oh, nice. That's very, very good. Per se. Huge.
Chroma is flowing.
And now, I mean, rebirth is worth... Rebirth costs 0 because we can't use it. Resistant to burn. Nice. Makes sense. Okay, missed the jump. Not terrible. Not terrible. We're still on C, so marking shot will do more.
Target marked.
Okay, it's burning, so Mael can get into the Virtuose for a counter, maybe? Or maybe not.
No margin for error.
You're outmatched.
No perfect recovery for me.
Radiance awaits.
Well, we got a break, so... Phase 2? Oh, Father Gascoigne. Yeah, stay stunned. Ha ha ha. Flurry. Okay, huge.
No margin.
Although roulette meant the crit was not the most impressive. Okay, managed to not die from that, thank goodness. I guess we're just shooting. He does heal from that, so that's not too bad. Love it. Yeah, we can mezzo forte, sure. Fun. Neat, double hit situation there.
Ready to strike.
Yeah, definitely going out with one of these.
Target marked.
I'm ready.
Dang it, okay, we lost Lune. Nobody was there to gradient counter. Well, that's okay. It's marked, so... What else are we gonna do?
You can do better.
Okay, now it's applying inverted, which we learned about recently.
Take cover.
Interesting.
A storm is coming.
Prevents the character from being healed. If they're healed while inverted, they take damage. Right. So that's the stuff. Okay. I just realized that Lune can do light damage by consuming elemental light stains. if she uses a technique like Mayhem. Did not notice that was a thing before. And I think that's the end of the fight. Cinematic ending. Yes, Mael, get it. Oof. Incredible. Dualiste. And combo attack. Base attack has 1 extra hit? A 2-hit base hit? That's amazing. So cool, dude. Pretty fun. Pretty fun fight.
Everyone wasn't that strong, but you did well. You learn fast.
Well, he seemed kind of bitter about that. Turns out it wasn't that strong.
This is what we're fighting for.
This is how you get some of the architecture in Elden Ring. This is how you get all of the sort of piles of people. Great motivational speech, I know. Verso is like that. Also, Tinker, sorry I missed the resub earlier. Thank you so much for 84 months. The 7-year resub. Unbelievable. Oh, this is lightning element for Mael. Oh, wait, no, hang on. Lightning element for Verso. Play again after a base attack. Wait. Really? So you can have a thing that says your base attack does double damage, and then you have a thing that says play again after a base attack. And then when his base attacks do a ton of stuff like they're doing right now, it does have very low power. I think that's the trade-off. But considering we can attack twice, but this is 50% increased base attack damage, so is that. Base attack gives full perfection. Yeah, we will experiment with this later, I think. It's also very lightning focused, so that's something I should be paying attention to, I guess. How do I leave this awful place? Ah, that's how. A rope that goes up. Invented by Expedition 69, the climbers. Big Kev, thank you for the 23 months. Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up just after this. I assume we're going to get kicked back out onto the world map in a second. Little crawl space, though.
Well, that will help.
Don't think I wasn't going to see that. To the skies! And one more grapple point takes us out of here. Beautiful. I feel like Mael should have done all of that since she's now dressed as Batman. And yeah, I saw that this was an outfit for some of them in the deluxe edition, and Mael has a white one, I think. Oh, and we can just casually grapple to the other side of this broken bridge if we wanted to get back, but... Is there anything going on here? There seems to be. The Batman. We got one more thing to grab before we, I think, are done with this area. Yeah, there's nothing over there. Yeah. Well then, to infinity and beyond. Oh wait, is there more? Is there an exit, or is this another huge environment to explore? Well, there is at the very least an item we will get.
Nice.
Revive Tint Energy. Revive Tint also gives 3 AP. Nice. I will, before I forget, because I would forget this next time, I think I'll change SOS Power for combo attack. Because we're all about base attacks with Verso right now. There are so many, like, builds you can do. That's the coolest part about this, is, like, you can theoretically set somebody up to be a primarily free aim shooting based support character. You can set free aim up so it does a ton of damage too. And so you sort of want to build character archetypes out of it. I think we're going this way. But you can also set somebody up to be a
Is this the place?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We can bury your friend under this tree, if that's okay with you.
Five people watching me play Final Fantasy after you took a break from Minecraft? Yeah. Well, I took a break from Minecraft on streams, for sure. This feels like a return to that, in a sense. But here we go. Yeah, same song from the Gommage. And clearly Verso has buried a handful of people here too. I assume each one of those wrapped around the
Couldn't wait for me, could
logs
you?
there as an armband.
I wish we could.
Is SK just hanging out in the background, I guess?
I'll finish what you started. The paintress, Renoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just open skies.
I'll save them, Gustav. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us. You were always there for me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me, yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. Best brother and father I've ever had.
Immediately cuts to Verso when she says father.
We continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you in the next life.
And there's our exit. Well, I'm glad we got this far, at least. Again, I don't think there's anything else in this environment that is particularly pertinent to our expedition, but I will briefly check that there's not like an item hiding up here. No, okay, cool. Fair play. Yeah, each one of those is an armband, but with different expeditions on it. That one said 46. That one said 37. Or 57. I think a lot of them say 46 or 57, actually. Yeah, the same assets, maybe. But there's at least one there that had 0 on. I think that one said 65. It's really interesting. I was sort of... Oh, there's SK. Ready to go. Well, we found our way through Forgotten Battlefield. We got the achievement for that. I was ruminating on this after we lost Gustav at the end of Act 1, because it's
For
really
about 2 hours.
interesting.
Then there's a big lake. We shouldn't go there at all.
Okay.
We should make a right, and then it's going to take a few hours, and then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food, and then from there, we head north to Monoko Station
Why there?
to recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower.
Oh.
Because our next goal will be to take down the paintress heart.
Her heart?
Yes. You can't just stroll up to the paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close.
Oh.
But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
Old
You
Lumiere.
found old Lumiere.
Yes.
So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
I've traveled with many expeditions. I was with the 58th when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
Alright then. Let's go meet your friend at Monoko Station. And then, we'll take the paintress's heart.
Luna's like, sounds good. Sign me up. What if the paintress's heart turns out to be Mael? What then, game? What indeed then? Yikes. I'm sure there's stuff to do at camp. We will leave that for next time. But I wanted to just briefly say, like, the trick this game has pulled, and obviously, like, it gets you invested in Sophie as a character, and then she dies in the introductory, like, scene. It gets you invested in Gustav as a character, and he dies. And it feels weird because when Sophie dies, you're sort of in that bargaining stage of grief, right? Where you're like, well, surely this whole mission is like you destroy the paintress and then everyone who gets erased could maybe be restored, or we find out something that she's not really dead or whatever. But then they kill Gustav. And while obviously these characters knew Sophie, like CL and Sophie were like apparently very close friends, she knew Lune to an extent, the very personal connection to Gustav is severed, or they are reunited because they're both dead now, depending on what version of an afterlife the people of this world believe in. But the mission is no longer about, can we get Sophie back? And I feel like the extent of that is like, well, we can't get Gustav back now. Like, you start to think, oh, maybe the game is pulling like a fun maneuver on us here, and like Gustav is going to show up again. But if Gustav shows up again, then it sort of regresses to being about like, do we get Sophie back as well? Whereas I think it's actually a very mature point the game is trying to make here, which is like, yeah, in conflicts like this, people are going to die and everyone else has to find the right way to continue. I may still be proven wrong by what is left of the game, but it's really interesting to me that they chose to kill off the character who had such a significant connection and was out effectively to avenge his love. And now that guy's dead as well. Everyone else is back to doing it for the greater good of humanity rather than for a significant personal motive, even though they're also, like, Mael is here to avenge Gustav now. Like, it's really interesting. Like, the intricacies of it, but there's just a philosophical point being made there. I think it's really interesting that they killed the one person who had the strongest motive to go after the paintress because they had just lost somebody like that. And Gustav had the moment with the rose. Yeah, with the Goblu fight, that Nevron, presuming that it is a Nevron, seemingly tending that bed of flowers, and that specific flower that reminded Gustav. Like, yeah, I'm so curious what else is happening. Like, what all of this is connected with behind the scenes, what the connection is to the paintress, why, like, Renoir and his, like, masked friend or masked person, like, they didn't seem to be connected in the same way when they were meeting outside of Mael's visions. Like, where all of that is headed, like, what connection they have to Mael, what Mael's whole purpose here is. Like, yeah, it may genuinely be that Mael is this heart of the paintress that we've been looking for, at which point, like, what happens? Yeah, curious. I'm very, very curious about all this. But we are going to find out more about it later, because for now, we're going to wrap up there. Thank you all so much for hanging out on the stream. Sorry, the music or the sound effects rather have now gone. Where the heck is my mouse at? Oh yeah, this game doesn't like it when you go anywhere else other than the menu to use the mouse. Fantastic. Excuse me. We're going to find somebody to raid. And Apothic Decay was playing this at the last count, so I might go and raid them simply because they are earlier in the story than I am, so I'm not going to get spoiled. So we're going to go and raid Becca, also known as Apothic Decay. And I will see you folks again probably on Sunday. I think we're going to go ahead and do a stream on Sunday, because that's the day after my birthday. It'll be really fun to play a little bit of game. And, yeah, we're going to play D&D on Saturday that I'm very excited about, but not on stream, like a private D&D game that I have with my friends and family. And then, yeah, we'll be back on Sunday for more Minecraft and more Clair Obscur. I'm going to have to try so hard not to play this game in the meantime. But anyway, I'll be off. Thank you so much. Enjoy the stream over at Becca's, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.